What do I get? Oh, what do I get? What do I get? Oh, what do I get?
A lot of groups cite us as a reference point now and stuff, and there's an amount of people that start off bands and say, you know, like the first song we ever played was a Buzzcock song. All builds to all these myths, you know.
There's the promises, there's the promises, there's the promises, there's the promises.
Now, money, we've always been a band that said we're not in it for the money, but now this year we've said every opportunity I've said, I want loads of dosh, just because people don't expect it from us. Because if everything that we've ever done in the past, you can tell that if we'd have wanted to make loads of money, we'd have done certain things.
Really, we're just terrible at names and titles, lyrics being, I don't know, what's the use of language, I suppose. Titles, really bad at it, really, and like some of the other ones, the Witch Doctors of Zimbabwe, I couldn't really imagine the alternative. What, it could be the Witch Doctors of Zimbabwe, or New Order. What do you want? I think we'll do New Order, thank you.
I mean, I think the birthday party was more of a kind of almost a conceptual sort of statement. It was very much a kind of package and a kind of package of aggression and violence, that sort of thing. And the Bad Seeds are far more kind of far more concerned with exploring musical avenues.
I don't think you should view your music as a reaction against something. I just think your music should, well, I think my music just exists in a vacuum, really, you know. I don't think, right, I don't have that kind of pioneer spirit that we perhaps had when we started off with Postcard Records and Independent, where we thought we're going to infiltrate the charts, because I think that's very naive.
I think I've become a little bit slightly negative about the music industry, whereas perhaps 5 years ago, entering it, I felt very idealistic, that lots of things could be changed and everything could be, lots of people could be erased from the whole thing. And it isn't necessarily true, really, I find. So I've become a little bit sceptical, even more so than usual.
The boy with a thorn in his side, behind the hatred they lie, the panther in desire.
I think a lot of what we've gained is respect, really. I think respect is what makes it worthwhile. It's like the sense of achievement when you make what you consider to be a great record. You know, you're going to get people that say the record, it's rubbish. But it's like when you look at your own record and you feel that I couldn't have made that any better, nobody's going to better that. That's a brilliant feeling. It's a brilliant feeling to make a record that you yourself feel is, as close to perfect as you get. It's good to know that there's nobody better than you.
You never understand me.
An incident that was really, that people all knew about was like when Iggy Pop sang with us. And when I was 16 listening to like a Stooges album, if you told me that Iggy Pop was going to sing with us, I would have, just laughed. I mean, it was an impossibility.
Riot in a public station, gonna fight and tear it up in a hyper nation for you.
I'd say I think Blastverse has changed music to a certain degree in that the bands that we've talked about are bands that have actually had an influence on the shape of music. Maybe in the sort of more left field or avant-garde sort of area, but nonetheless an influence.
Come here and do as you're told.
Releasing records, it's quite a vulnerable thing. No matter how good you feel the records are, you're laying yourself on the line to an extent. And yeah, it can hurt.
Someday, 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 the million sunset.
It's a sad thing that there's bound to be some people who will say, oh, that band's on a major now, so they can't be a good band and they won't even listen anymore. I think people like that will be in a very, very small minority.
And if it's you, you're very silly.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I don't care anymore. Nobody's twisting your arm. Here's the key.
I'd say just follow your heart, because anybody can do it. I mean, you can still, the music business it's still like one. I mean, there's so much bullshit spoken about it, but you can still, if you really believe in it, you can make it work, you know. And it's like so many people would say, you know, I wouldn't put you through what I've been through, but I would put Andy through what I've been through. I think it's like there's something really satisfying about like spotting a group, supporting somebody, like how I picked up the House of Love at the Marquee, supporting the Primitives, and it ends up like they're going to end up one of the biggest bands in the world.
There is definite ambition in what we're doing. The ambition is not the normal ambition of just becoming millionaires and just, you know, Wembley Arena or Wembley Stadium, here we come. The ambition is that we want to be extremely successful, we want to be a really popular band, but we also want to do it on our own terms.
Yeah, to a certain extent we've been a flavour of the month for the last year type thing, but you know, we've basically been doing the same music for 7 years, so we haven't changed to become fashionable or part of some movement or something.
We are not in the music industry to manufacture pop music like so many acts in top 40, top 10 today. They are just manufactured pop idols, stars. We don't want that.
We compete with our favourite records that we have at home. It's fun, it's like a game. Competing with Led Zeppelin and the Beatles and everything. That's what we do. It's just completely for fun, because we're fans of rock music, and that's why we make records, because we're fans and we just want to like join in on the fun, you know.
We might not have had a party atmosphere going outside in the club or the venue that we've been playing at, but inside our little heads, we've always had a little party atmosphere going on in there. We've probably had more fun than some of the crowd.
Hopefully people will form groups as a result of seeing us. Hopefully we show people that you don't have to be crap to get anywhere.
You don't have to have any special qualities to be in a band, but you have to have special qualities to be in a band, kind of, without wishing to sound too big-headed, but at the kind of level we're working at, you know, you do have to have certain disciplines that you need to stick to and things, but you don't have to be talented or anything like that.